Everything is perfectly normal. There's nothing to see here. Perfectly normal TF2 gameplay in progress. Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel and welcome to Scream Fortress 2018. Or X, or 10, whatever it is you like to call it. 5 new maps, 2 new taunts, over 20 new cosmetics, war paints, unusuals. Sure, that's all lovely, but do you know what I love most about these updates? Just the good vibe you get in the TF2 casual servers. These updates bring a new spark of life to TF2, and just that sense of fun that TF2 is known for. People trying new taunts, using spells, having fun, just complete madness. I love it, I love it. Today we're going to look at pretty much every single thing that this update has brought to us, and I'm going to pick a few of my favourites and share them with you. We're also going to go through all the maps in a bit more detail, and I hope you guys enjoy the footage in the background whilst we do this. Can I just check before we go in though, I am the first person to make a video on Scream Fortress 2018, yeah? Because you know, there's probably a lot of YouTubers out there who might want to make a video on this topic, so I just wanted to make sure I was definitely the first. Cool? Good. Okay, before we look at all the stuff, first of all, my general thoughts. Straight away I want to give a massive shout out to all the map and item creators. Everything about this update is beautiful. There's so much cool, awesome stuff, so much talent out there in the TF2 community. As always, this wasn't the biggest Scream Fortress ever, but you know, I'm always positive. The fact that we've got an update in the first place, I think it's a great thing. The fact that the dev team is still updating this game, it's beautiful. I'm never one to moan too much about lack of content or what have you. People have had a lot of doubt recently, I think, and hopefully this will kind of reassure some of the player base. And for me, regarding the heavy update, I have faith, I'm excited. It's just around the corner. It's probably next week. No? Okay. But talking of the heavy update, people have been talking about potential clues within this content, the voice lines for the taunts.
I am in a tank! Tank!
The fact that they're overkill, there's loads of them, is that giving us a clue? For me, I was like, the fact that there's a tank, there's the tank top cosmetic, Cursed Cove looks a bit World War II-y as well, like a bit civilian-y. All these things made me think, maybe the heavy update is going to be kind of World War II themed and they're going to release Frontline, CP Frontline and PL Warbomb, which are kind of World War II themed maps. You know, get your speculation hats on, you never know. You never know. The only thing I will say is that, if anything, I think we've got too many maps. There's too many to try out. I'm trying to learn 5 maps at once. It's just too much. I feel like 2 or 3 maps would have been fine. But you know, I'm not complaining. It's all good. Never kick a gift horse in the face. Okay? Good. Okay, so 2 taunts. The Sxottie Scoot, love it. And the Panzer Pants, love it. But yeah, the Panzer Pants is my favourite just because it looks so different to anything I've seen before, and the Sxottie Scoot looks a little bit like the bumper car one, but it's all good. What I particularly like is the fact that when the soldier is in the tank, the player model looks like this. That's amazing. Look at his little legs, it's beautiful. Anyway, let's move on. Cosmetics. Look at all these juicy new cosmetics, they're beautiful. I've repeated the first 4 at the end because it, you know, it's fine. It makes it look neater, don't worry. Some of these are a little bit mental, but you know, I thought I'd pick maybe 2 or 3 of my favourites. So the Olympic leapers for the Scout, the little wings on sandals, yeah, they jiggle, okay? So I'm sold, I'm done, I'm happy with that. And the same again, the defragmenting hard hat, 17% I believe is the full name, it jiggles. Apparently jiggling is the way to win me over. But yeah, these 2 look really awesome. And finally, Pyro in Chinatown. I thought this looked really cool too. I think, you know, the neon look, pretty subtle, but kind of impactful and really awesome. And I feel like I should probably mention these guys because they're a little bit mad. The tank top is a little bit mental, to be fair, but I love it because you can do the tankception loadout. Although, Soldier's not a tank, unfortunately, else that would have worked perfectly. But anyway, a crocodile and a turtle walking around the TF2 world. Why not? Why the heck not? I'm going to hold my judgment on these ones. Next up, the war paints. Now, I don't pay too much attention to war paints, but some of these are very cool indeed. Again, I'm going to pick my 3 favourites just for fun, and it'll be these 3 guys here. The Calavera canvas, love those Mexican style kind of skulls, that kind of art style, you know what I mean, like Coco. Electroshocked just looks freaking awesome. And Queen, although at first glance, Queen didn't do anything for me, but when I actually looked through the weapon models, I just liked the way those skulls kind of lined up, especially on that lock and load, just looked really cool to me. So this one is definitely another one of my favourites. Okay, so next we're going to look at all of the unusual effects and unusual taunt effects. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Space Mustard, who's another YouTuber who put these videos together, did an awesome job, dead simple, bit of music in the background, every single effect, really nicely done. So yeah, all credit goes to him for the following footage, but the first few with the bones and the guts flying out of your head, love that. The moon one, yeah, that's kind of cool, maybe not specifically my cup of tea, generic ringy kind of magic-y goodness. And the clairvoyance, oh boy. But yeah, I think my favourites were definitely the first few where you have the kind of bones and bubbles flying out of your head. Very cool indeed. And finally going over to the unusual taunt effects, the acidic bubbles of envy. So there's basically 3 bubbly ones that use different colours. The roaring rockets, which I'm sure you've seen, awesome, although you only kind of get one firework thing floating around your head, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it is a freaking dragon, so it's pretty cool. And then 2 moony ones, which both look very nice indeed too. So yeah, I wanted to spend a bit of time talking about the maps, because for me, along with maybe the cosmetics, that's one of the most exciting things with these kind of updates. So we'll go through each one, and I'll just briefly talk about some of my initial thoughts. So, Cauldron. Cauldron is a dead simple Koth map. It reminds me a little bit of Maple Ridge, I don't know why. I actually really like this. Dead simple. You got this focus point in the middle, a big cauldron. You can actually jump on that, which is kind of useful to know. Yeah, really fun. And for all of these maps, I tested it out initially with the sticky jumper, explored the map. This one would probably suit your sticky bombs a little bit better because it's quite a small map really. All the action takes place in this one area. Each spawn has a couple of routes to it, and it's as simple as that. But it's very cool, very fun indeed. Next up, Cursed Cove. This one is an absolutely beautiful map. It's got such an awesome aesthetic. I mean, look at it, it's awesome. Now, it's a player destruction map. It's not my favourite kind of game mode. You have to bring souls to the ship, which is a nice twist on the game mode. But that's the only thing I'll say about this. It's a bit of a shame, because it means I simply probably won't play it that much, which is a shame, because it looks so cool. Sometimes I found myself a little bit lost, because it is a fairly big map. There were times when I couldn't quite find the enemy. That's probably down to lack of map knowledge at this point. But yeah, it's got a really beautiful outside area, and basically it's a shame it's not payload or control point or something, because then I'd probably play it a lot more often. Next up, Gravestone. Now this is a payload map, so it's immediately good in my books. This was probably one of my favourites along with Cauldron, which is probably down to the game mode to be fair. It's kind of early days, I've only given it a few goes. It seemed like it was good fun, although we spent a lot of time at this one choke point that seemed a little bit harsh, a little bit tricky to push through. I've yet to actually push to the final point, so we'll see. I'll give this one more time, but yeah, I've had a lot of fun on this map, thus far. Next up, Monster Bash. Again, another player destruction map. I'm not sure why there are so many maps for this game mode, but you know, it's all good. This one was absolute madness, just chaos. It's kind of based inside this castle thing. It's got a huge circular kind of map. It feels a bit like Nucleus because there are some death pits in the middle around this central point and then a huge route around the edge. But yeah, you know, it's player destruction. I'm probably not going to play it that much. It wasn't my favourite map. It was maybe just too chaotic for me. I was just flying about. I didn't know where the enemies were coming from, but I had fun. And finally, Slasher, another Koth map, but a really long one. The start time for this is 7 minutes, so it actually goes on for quite a bit. But yeah, this is really nice because it's got pretty open area. You can jump around with the sticky jumper. Lots of high ground to utilise, especially the roof or the cover over the control point. Reminds me a little bit of Carnival of Carnage, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I think my favourite 2 maps were probably Cauldron because it was dead simple, and Gravestone because it was payload. And I want to give it more of a chance. But Cursed Cove looks amazing. And if I only liked the game mode, I would be all over it. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to do a very quick unboxing now, just 3 crates, but what I want to do is a little giveaway. Just comment below, leave a like, any of that good stuff, and then I'll pick one of you guys at random, and I'll let you choose anything that I unbox as a prize. And like I said, a bit of a thank you to all you loyal viewers. There's a few of you guys who always come back, always support me on Twitch, on YouTube. So, there you go. Do you want any of these items? Let me know. Do you know what? If you wanted a couple of them, that'd be fine. Just let me know. Comment below. All you have to do is tell me your favourite TF2 character and why. I'm joking. There are no rules. Do what you like. You could even slag me off. As long as you comment, and ideally leave a like, but there's no way of telling if you've done that or not. You could just lie, okay? This is a very flawed giveaway, isn't it? I just wanted to wrap up this video and say, again, thank you very much for your patience. Thanks for watching. as you probably know, just moved house, so I'm really behind with my videos. Normally I like to have 2 or 3 lined up, ready to go. But yeah, I'm going to try and continue to stream every weekend, Friday and Saturdays, get my stream highlights up for you guys, and give it a few weeks, and I'll be back up and running, no problem. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your favourite items, cosmetics, maps, unusuals from this update? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I'll see you guys in the next video.